Hi everyone, it's Damian. Thank you for joining me on this episode of The Road Back. Unfortunately, my road back took a little stumbling block this weekend. I was running in a park and I was transitioning from a pavement road onto the grass to avoid some pedestrians, and I tripped, rolled my ankle, sprained it apparently, and I knew something was wrong because of all the times in the past that I've been running and I've fallen on a trail. I've been able to get up and finish my run. Unfortunately, this time I got up and I knew something was different. I couldn't put any weight on it. I couldn't walk. I had to sit there and wait for somebody to come and get me. This road back is going to be a little bit more challenging than it has in the past. I'm going to go see my good friend Dr. Smith and see what he has to say about my injury. Dr. Smith?
What happened to your ankle, Damian, is when you were running, you misstepped and you caught an uneven surface and rolled your ankle just like that. And that's really hard on these ligaments right here on the side of the foot. That's a ligament we call the anterior talofibular ligament. And I'll show you the anatomy of that.
It's a ligament right here highlighted in green. And so when you turn your foot in, that ligament gets overstressed and it swells up. So what happens when you sprain a ligament is you tear the fibers of the ligament or shred the fibers of the ligament, tear them apart, and you wind up getting a lot of swelling and inflammation. And once the swelling starts, it has to drain somewhere, and it tends to go down the side of your foot, turn purple and blue, and ultimately along the side of the foot out here it will turn yellow. As long as we don't have too much damage, it'll heal up pretty quick, usually about 3 weeks.
As you can see, we're getting some discoloration. Drainage of fluid is starting to go into the foot, and it's turning purple. It'll be yellow in a couple of days. One of the things we look for is how much swelling is in here, the stability. That's very, very tender, so we know that the injury is fresh. But back here, where the posterior talofibular ligament is, there's no sensitivity. And more importantly, when we test the ankle to see if it moves, when we pull it back and forth, it's nice and stable. So yeah, it looks like a good, strong grade 2 ankle sprain. You'll need to immobilize that for a while some of the swelling goes down. We can invert the foot just a little bit without too much pain, and I can evert, and it doesn't cause a whole lot of pain. You know, I can do a shock test on there. It's probably not fractured. It's very sensitive on this area right here. This is another ligament right here, and it looks like you got this ligament as well. So usually when you get both ligaments, you know, you're into a grade 2 or 3 sprain, maybe a little bit longer. So, you know, 3 or 4 weeks on this and you're good to go. The swelling should come down, start getting range of motion in here. Once we get the range established and the swelling's gone, you're good to start back on your running program.